Well, hello. Hope you're having a good day. I am kind of stuck right now. I can't go any further with the Recipe Nook project because I need to build a shelf and I need to create a piece of wood for the bottom of that nook. And I was going to use plywood, but I don't think I'm going to like the way that looks. So I'm gluing two pieces of wood together that I'm hoping, now that I'm looking at it, I don't even know if that's going to be big enough for both. Let me show you. I have this, I think this was a 6 foot, 10-inch pine board. And so I cut it in half, and right now I am gluing these two together. And once they're set, then I'll sand it down really well. I'll get rid of this edge. I couldn't get. Anyway, so I'm going to try to make the shelf out of this and then the bottom of the nook out of this. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But while this is drying, I'm going to start working on our table for the kitchen. This is the top of the table, and this garage is a mess right now. That's the bottom of the table, and those two boards are the leaves of the table. So it's going to be hard for me to match those. So I'm going to sand the two boards and that down and then restain it maybe a smidge lighter than this part, maybe a little lighter. And then once that's done, then that will go in the kitchen where the Japanese inspired table currently is. Here is an update. I got the table sanded with 120, and I'm doing both of these in 120. I'll go back and do 220 on all of them and 320. The higher the number, the finer the grit of sandpaper, and I want it to feel like silky, really, really silky and smooth. So 220 or even 320 would be the best. I'm going to end with 320, but look at the difference. This is what it was before, and this is what I'm hoping to get it to. If not, I'll have to stain this just a smidge darker to even everything out. Can you believe the difference in color? I am shocked. These two are completely finished. I sanded it down to 320 and they are like glass. So I'm going to move those, sand this down, 220, 320, and then tomorrow I'll get some tack cloth, make sure all of the dust is off of it, do a pre-stain to make sure the stain goes on evenly, and then I'll stain it. I'm not sure what color. Early American's going to be a little orange, and I think Provincial has got a lot of dark tones in it, so the grain is going to get really dark, and it might even be black, and I don't want that, so it might have to be a walnut or something like that. I got the table all sanded down. I used tack cloth to really clean it up, and now I'm trying to figure out, do I use an oil on it or do I use a stain with poly? Years ago, before we even moved to North Carolina, I grabbed this. This used to be pink, and it's a coffee table I got from Goodwill. I either paid $10 or $20 for it, and I sanded it down really, really well, and I used Danish oil on it. We put glasses on here. We put everything. We don't put hot stuff, but this has held up extremely well for being just oil. So I don't know. I don't know if I should do poly or oil. Years ago when we lived in Indiana, I bought this at a Goodwill. I think it was marked 20 because it was painted pink and it was half off. I think I paid $10 for it. I stripped it down, and the only thing that I ever put on it was Danish oil. That is it. There's no stain, there's no polyurethane. We put wet glasses on here, it leaves no marks. The only thing we don't put on it are hot dishes. So I don't know if the oil will hold up as well as this, or I should do stain and polyurethane. I need to do some research.